I also hate that big purple gun for the Shattered Glass. It looks like a KO with that gun.
It does look like a KO. I didn't even notice that until you pointed it out.
Yeah, it's in the palm of his hand. Like,
Oh, I thought that was a chicken nugget.
all I keep seeing is Wendy Williams fighting off of Spider.
This thing's price point.
I'm all in for this.
I'll be very happy to see it in your collection sometime.
Whoo! You almost hit me with that comment again. Whoo! That one came. That was a fast one too. You almost hit me with that.
I'm getting better.
Keep my eye on you. Welcome back, BVC fans. This is your guy Bot, aka Bobby here,
And I'm James the Con.
and today we're back with another round of news. So let's hop on into it.
Right. Well, so the first thing is, I guess there's going to be a new Transformers Robo Rally board game by Axis Allies. I don't really know what this is, what Robo Rally is. Do you know what it is, Bobby?
I have no idea. I saw this and was totally clueless.
I almost skipped it because I didn't know what it was, but I did look it up. It looks like it's a board game where you're a bunch of like robot cars and you're trying to race to the end. So it's like a rally car and the robots. And it comes with painted figures and stuff. So I could see this being kind of cool if it is themed after Transformers.
Huh? Maybe we should get it and play at TFCon.
If this is out by then, first of all. Second of all, they might have game rooms like they already do.
Yeah, I'm just playing.
So no, we should go to the game rooms.
I'm down for the game rooms.
Yeah, we'll go play it with people. They'll probably be a lot more competitive than we will be, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't know what to do.
All right, well, let's move into just announced. And this next thing made me think of you, but not you, but your kid. And that's their sticker sets for Rise of the Beasts. This would be really cool for a kid. They were cited or published in Peru, of all places. So don't know what that's about. I'm sure they'll make the way to the U.S. But like I said, I think this would be great for a child to play with.
Well, she loves stickers, so you're correct on there. And I guess since the movie was filmed in Peru, makes sense for it to be in Peru. I just couldn't imagine having Rise of the Beast all over my house.
You would love to see that Mirage everywhere.
Oh,
And
gosh.
I'm gonna make sure that she knows that's your favorite.
She already likes putting stickers all over my face. So
So
it would probably be like 15 robots on my face.
and all of them would be Mirage. Next, we've got Metagate's Purple Fire and White Fire. So this is what we've lovingly referred to as Skateboard Prime in Shattered Glass and Ultra Magnus colors. What do you think of these?
The same thing I thought about when it came in the regular, the Nemesis and the Prime colors. The bot mode is okay, but that vehicle mode is just terrible.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm getting used to it, but in these colors, the vehicle mode, and these pictures, I'm like, huh, it's not horrible, but I think it's the angle.
Definitely the angle.
You know, the truck bed looks smaller than it really is. But the bot modes look really good. I am disappointed Magnus doesn't have a blue mask, because that's like his whole shtick. So, yeah, they look good for what they are. I do like the colors, but I also hate that big purple gun for the Shattered Glass. It looks like a KO with that gun.
It does look like a KO. I didn't even notice that until you pointed it out. Very
Even
true.
the white one on Magnus looks the same.
Very true. It's almost like they just threw it all in the same mold, paint mold.
And that's probably what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't see Optimus having a red one.
Right.
So
Yeah, I agree with you. If I was going to pick up one, I would probably pick up the Shattered Glass one.
I think that is the best version of this mold as well.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's like 4 inches tall. So, again, very impressive for that size. but that alt mode leaves a little bit to
So
be desired.
The bot mode is 4 inches tall, and the alt mode is 16 feet long.
That sure is what it feels like.
That's how you do some sizing there.
Exactly. Mass shifting to the extreme.
Exactly.
All right, let's talk about some updates. And the first one is something that you are excited for, or at least mildly interested in, and that is the Studio Series Commander Class Ultra Magnus. I think I got all the things in there correctly. And I think it's really cool that they actually at least had the idea of using these original transformation schemes from the 86 movie and how it transforms. Now, I'm still unsure if this is actually how it transforms or if they just mistransformed it 6 different ways to make it look like the sketches. But either which way, I think this is pretty cool that you can recreate this.
This actually made me jump back on the fence and think about getting it because they don't show the Matrix. This was really cool. I thought this was a really cool homage to the transformation. I think that looks really, really cool. It also makes me think that they paid attention to how it transforms and went along with that instead of, doing something and then saying, okay, it's going to get to bot mode eventually.
Yeah.
So
I agree. And even though I was already out on this figure, what made me even more out on this figure is that size. This is $100, assuming going by what the last Commander class Armada Prime was. Don't think they're going to go down in price. And it is barely, it's not even a head taller than the Leader class Grimoire.
Yeah.
And I get scale. I get, maybe it's more complicated and stuff, but I cannot put down $100 on this when I could put down $100 on a third-party figure that's twice the size, twice more complicated than this, 3 times more paint. Yeah, I know licensing, this is for kids, blah, blah, blah. But that does not mean that I need to put my money into this, and this made me so out, it's not even fun.
You just showed me a picture of him holding the Matrix again.
Is he holding the Matrix? I don't even see it. It's so tiny.
Yeah, it's in the palm of his hand.
Oh, I thought that was a chicken nugget.
Oh gosh, it's so disappointing. So again, I'm nitpicking, but as you said, for $100 or whatever it's going to cost, I do have the X Transbots toon and toy version. And even though I absolutely hate the transformation, it's a gorgeous toy. Fans Toys is supposed to be coming out with one at some point in time. I think I'm out again.
Yeah, it's just, if I wanted an Ultra Magnus in armor, which I don't, but if I did, I would put this $100 towards the X Transbots version.
Yeah, it's sad because, honestly, Studio Series 86, I'll probably grab it since I have them pretty much all. But it pains me. It's like hitting me hard because it might be something that I wait on.
Yeah, let's see if it goes on sale.
Yeah.
Which honestly it might. So I mean, who knows? So, all right. Well, let's.
Special guest here again. He's wanting to hang out.
Well, he can hang out any day, as far as I'm concerned. And why don't we ask him what his thoughts are on some new Takara pre-orders? And the first one, we got clear shots of the Tarantulas and Dinobot 2-pack, and this looks really good. I've got to say, I really like the extra details that it has on the thighs, the yellow paint. I don't think the original one did. So I really like these. But what I also really like is this. This just looks fun. This is fun, and this is what I expect out of Transformers. Fun situations to put figures together. But we've talked about this, I think, for 4 episodes in a row. So, yeah, I'd get it if I didn't have the figures.
All I keep seeing is Wendy Williams fighting off of Spider. Sorry, that's
she doing hot topics, trying to figure out what the spider gossip is,
oh my
right?
gosh. That like for forevermore. I think that's all I'm gonna see here. So, yeah, I think I still have one in the box that I need to open. So, tarantulas. So,
And speaking of the hands, I'm surprised there's no like DNA set for him to give him a proper articulated hands. Maybe not articulated, but proper facing hands. Like, the actual raptor claws and stuff like that, instead of the Wendy Williams, how you do. So
it's never too late. They may come out with a kid. Who knows?
yeah, maybe they did as well, and we missed it.
That's true.
That this was what, 3-4 years ago that this toy originally came out. So,
or one of the other companies may have come out with something as well. So who knows?
Exactly.
Let us know in the comments.
Now, you start this off. What do you think about this?
I want it. I still want it. I don't like the price of it though, but I want it. It's not as big as I was hoping it would be, and it's way too pricey than I think it should be, but I still want it.
So
Don't know if I'm going to get it though.
That's what I was going to say, is I was all in on this. Even at $160, I'm like, oh, a 10-inch figure, $160. It's exclusive, kinda. It's a weird alt mode. I'm fine on that. But then I read on at least BBTS. I couldn't find the size anywhere else but BBTS. So take this with a grain of salt. But they said it was about 7.5 inches. And I am so out at the price that it's not even funny.
Honestly, if I didn't have as many pre-orders in, or if I had a timetable of when these pre-orders were going to start shipping, I may have bitten the bullet on this. But I have too many other figures that are 100 plus coming up, and to add this, as much as I like it, I don't love it as much as some of the other figures I'm waiting on.
Yes, and I might be alone in this, but if it was a new character as that lunar rover, I think that would tempt me a little bit more than having another Prime.
I can see that. I
Yeah.
agree. It
Hell, even if it was Roller, that would be cool. Alt modes are similar, but having another Prime is kind of like, eh. I'll wait for the eventual Nemesis repaint.
I'm just, gosh, I still want this. Every time I see it, I still want it. Gosh, it's just, that price point is pushing me out.
Little too much. Okay, now what about this thing's price point?
I'm all in for this. I'm all in. I can't explain to you the excitement I have for this.
No,
I literally have. I bought a KO Optimus Prime a couple of months ago. I have 2 other Optimus Primes. One still in the box, one open, and maybe another. Actually, I just have a Prime, the Walmart one that was just the cab, that's still in the box, and I'm just excited about this. This is my G1 Prime. This was my grail when I was a kid. So now that he has some articulation, even though the picture on the right with his chest, or it looks like a ab crunch, the way that the grill is kind of sitting looks kind of funky, but I don't even care. I do not care.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say, is I put that picture in specifically because of the ab crunch. I thought it was really cool that they added that. They really went the extra mile with this figure. And it's really cool for people like you to be able to experience a G1 Prime all over again, kind of, with new articulation stuff. And I do understand how you feel, because that Transart Pack Rat that's coming to me soon, same feeling. It's literally just an upsized kind of, version of that with more articulation. So I'm glad for you, and I'm not happy for your wallet though. because you're going to have to buy 2 of them. And this is the anime version. And it took me quite a while to figure out the differences. And mostly it's on the feet and the bumper. So, and maybe a different color red. But I'm assuming you're buying this too to get all the accessories.
I will have both of these. And this allows me to have one in bot mode and one in alt mode. So I'll have the trailer, one in alt mode and this one in bot mode. So I'm just excited. They knew how to make my day.
No, good. I'm very happy for you that you actually get something you want. Let's move on to another Optimus that you may not be too ecstatic for, and it's actually an upgrade set. This is for the Studio Series Rise of the Beast Optimus, which I actually saw in stores. I actually saw an exclusive in stores. Wow, that's new. I don't understand what these are. I know it gives him more mobility in the shoulders, but I looked at the before and after pictures and I'm still confused. So if any of you guys have a little bit of insight on this figure and how limited the shoulders are, please let me know, because I want to know what's going on with this.
Well, from what I see, it looks like not only does it give you better articulation, but it also spreads it out. So if you look at the original, the pipes are crossing over each other, and in the upgrade, they're not touching. So it looks like...
Oh, I understand. I was looking at the pictures wrong.
You were looking
I looked at the first 2 pictures as before and the second 2 pictures as after. Yeah. Oh, my brain didn't work then. I see it now. Never mind, guys. You don't have to tell me how stupid I am in the comments. Okay, that makes sense. So, again, if I was getting this figure, this would actually be really cool. But I'm not.
I can say this. I love what DNA does for their upgrades. Some of them are a bit pricey. I did pick up the upgrades for Black Zarak and Scorponok to make him taller, and I love those upgrades. They're amazing. I did pick up I have pre-ordered the upgrade for the Shattered Glass Grimlock. So I love what they do on their upgrades. It's a shame that we have to wait for these upgrades, because Hasbro just didn't do it. Some of them are excessive, but some of them are really spot on. Most of them, I think, are really spot on.
Yeah, I agree. And I think a lot of what they fix is not the designer's fault. It's a budgeting issue.
Probably so.
I think they've talked about that on a few of their fan streams before.
Well, they just made so much money according to their report. So,
and they're going to cut out ankle tilts so they make more of that money.
Oh, jeez.
So let's move on to what's incoming. And the first thing is the Studio Series Cliff Jumper was found in Singapore. So I know you got the Bumblebee, and it was your favorite Bumblebee of all time. So when are you going to be adding this Cliff Jumper to your collection?
Never.
So I actually liked the original version of this that came out in like 2009. And I probably would snag it for 20% off. But I ain't paying normal price at all for this thing.
If they had a full-blown Toys R Us here, I'd go in there and buy it at 20% off just because I got it from Toys R Us. Yeah. And I'm not talking about the little pop-up shops in Macy's that we have around here. I'm talking about a full-blown Toys R Us. But no, I'm out on it. I did a review on the Bumblebee that I picked up. I do like the alt mode a lot. The bot mode is definitely something that you have to desire. But I was really happy with that. Cliff Jumper, that doesn't look like Cliff Jumper to me.
But Bumblebee looked like Bumblebee?
Well, it looked like a Cybertronian Bumblebee. The head on Cliff Jumper, he looks like
they used the prime Jumper head.
Yeah. It's not my Cliff Jumper head, so that's why I was out on it as soon as I saw it.
Gotcha. I personally like this head better. I don't like the triangle heads that they had in Q1. Same thing with Bumblebee. I've never been a fan of that. But I
Yeah.
always thought he looked like a little chubby baby. That you pinched
Yeah,
the
this
cheeks.
this cliff jumper looks like a bullhead instead of.
And I grew up during Beast Wars, so does that surprise you
Yeah.
that I'd rather have the Bestial
Yeah,
figure?
For me, I'm used to the Daredevil horns versus the bull.
I do like that. I do wish this had red horns. I do think that would look better.
Yeah.
All right, moving on though, we've got Doctor Wu. So you said you wanted a lot of Doctor Wu stuff, and we've got the scraplets in green and blue. And I've just got to say, these things are really cute. Very, very cute. Almost like cat-like with their eyes. I don't remember them from the show, but I think they're cute. For $15.99 for all 4 of them, if I was at a convention, I might pick it up.
I don't know where they're from. I don't have a desire for them. And even though I said I was thinking about Dr. Wu, I didn't say everything. I said some.
Well, you need to be more specific. I'm assuming these are going to go at that Metroplex.
I don't know. I've never seen them on Metroplex, or at least I don't remember them on Metroplex. So
Make your own story.
no, I'm good. Making my own story is going to cost me a lot of money. No, I'm not making. I'm staying straight. Put my blinders on. I'm
You
focused.
a horse with blinders on.
Yes. Oh gosh, could you imagine what would happen? I already have a hard time saying no to some things. So definitely no.
Well,
No.
you just get like me, where you just start making up your own stuff, and you're like, oh, Optimus Prime ain't supposed to be red and blue. I don't want that. And you save
Then
a
I'll
lot of
buy
money.
17 Optimus Primes.
What?
Then I end up buying 17 Optimus Primes. I have to get them in every single color that they come out in.
Well, yeah.
That's
what I would recommend. So let's get into what was recently released. And the first thing is Bludgeon by Super 7. So we know you don't really like Bludgeon, but I gotta say this box is really cool. I do have the Bonsai-tron, and that had a really cool box, but I think this one is even better, honestly. So all that orange is actually holographic, and these pictures are all by Dub V on TFW 2005. So what do you think of this box?
It makes me think about when Megatron was changing to Galvatron in the movie.
Yeah.
So that's immediately what I thought about, and I was like, why are they copying that? Again, I don't know. But
Well, it's not really that. There's no purple. It's just
exactly.
It's just a background.
That's the first thing I thought.
Yeah.
But I also don't have any ties to this character, colors, or anything like that. So.
Every character has this background.
Okay.
Optimus, Grimlock, Bonsai. It's not a character specific thing.
Okay. Then yeah, it's.
Yeah. I think it looks cool. Now, what do you think of the figure?
That's not that like that does not say Transformers to me. That
It's
says
a Pretender.
you know how I feel about Pretenders.
It's literally a Pretender, though.
Pretenders started is the reason I got out of Transformers as a kid was because of Pretenders. So I do not like it at all. I think it's more something that I mean it could be a scary movie character.
I don't even think it could be that much. Coming as somebody who collects other action figures besides Transformers, who dabbles in it, I guess. This thing looks horrible. Looks like, even taking away who the character and stuff, how did they think that was a good idea with that skull? Unless maybe, this is how the original toy looked, and I think that's what it is, and they're trying to replicate the original toy, like down to the ugly skull head. But this looks horrendous in my eyes. I'm very happy for all of you that want this. I will be very happy with my Bonsai-tron that looks decent, and I got it on sale for like $25. I'm perfectly okay with paying that much for it, but it can barely articulate, and I'm sure this is even worse. So, yeah, I'm not in on this at all, but I'm sure I'll be very happy to see it in your collection sometime.
Whoo, you almost hit me with that comment again. Whoo, that one came. That was a fast one too. You almost hit me with that.
I'm getting better.
Keep my eye on you.
All right. Well, next we've got this creep, and this is Rising Force RFLO3 Creep, which is their drag strip. And I was gonna say, this looks so much worse than the other ones, than all the other Legends drag strips, because it is 3.9 inches tall, but it is also only $26. So I'm like, all right, it looks better than Hasbro's attempt, and Hasbro's attempt is only like half an inch taller than this. So, yeah.
This was my favorite Stunticon. The 6 wheels. As a kid, I was like, that is so dope. I probably didn't use dope, but that's probably radical or something like that. I mean, I was in California, so that's so rad. I'm actually happy with this. It looks good to me. I think the engine on his chest looks a bit blah, but I think overall I like it, honestly, for a Legends figure at the price point. I think it looks like drag strip in both modes. I actually think they did a great job. I was in on this set because initially it was supposed to be masterpiece size, and then they scaled it down to Legends, and I ended up canceling my pre-orders.
Yeah, I was going to buy the Dead End for a custom because it was so cheap. And then they said it was Legends and I was out. But I guess maybe this will be going with your Metroplex then, Mr. Legends collector. You've got like 10 Legends figures at this point, right?
No.
You have to count it in.
No, I had to think about it. I have 6. 6. Yeah, 6.
Wow, you're getting there.
God, and 4 of them are Omega Supreme.
Oh, well, will you be adding this to your ranks?
Oh, definitely. I am just waiting. I've already paid the balance on it. I'm just waiting for the release. I'm super excited about this figure.
It does look really good, and I'm surprised how much I actually like the purple and red, because I've never liked the color scheme on this figure, and maybe it's because they have a US color, which I just think flows a lot better. But I do like this, and the Power Master has a very strange head that's obviously from the anime, where it's the whole visor. But I think this looks cool. You know what? I won't be picking it up because I'll be getting another color of this. But I think this looks really good. And I think it's going to be the only Buster that comes out for a long time in Masterpiece scale. So it looks good, though.
Yeah, I was in on this as soon as I saw it. I didn't know I didn't think that they were going to come out with this as fast as they did. And I recently watched, the cartoon this year. And so maybe that's also where the nostalgia comes from, of like, oh, I just saw this. It's coming out. Got to buy it. Yeah. So I'm happy.
It looks cool, though.
Actually, I watched it last year.
You did. I remember. We were watching Armada in LA.
Yeah. Wow.
I didn't watch that for years until you put that on.
Yeah.
I forgot how bad some of the animation is, as much as it was fun. Anyways, that's everything we have for you today. Please comment, like, share, do all the YouTube things. Let us know what you think, and we'll be seeing you guys really soon.
How are you going to leave off subscribe? Hey, we've been gaining a lot of subscribers. We really appreciate it. Keep it going. Love to see if we're entertaining you. Drop your comments in the lines below. So all debates are won.